Hello, welcome back. Last time, Chapter 3 got off to a somewhat daunting start. I've landed here with 140% Greckle gain at the moment. A boss is in there. I haven't touched this shield yet because it's pretty deep in. I think I'm heading in that direction now-ish, but let's just look at what's around first. In this room, there'd be a multiplier gain, but there's a fight I don't want to do in the way of it. Yeah, I don't have any shovels, and what are my options for getting more? So here's some stats. Again, through somebody I really don't want to fight, or a door that might be acceptable. Spider and Wraithwing aren't too bad to get in here, but what does that get me? A shortcut? I save these two shovels, which I would have to because I don't have any to do anything with. There are 30 in there, so I think I probably want to open this green door at some point soonish. Doesn't have to be now, though. By the way, the boss is a brained carrion ants. 10 attack would help that be cheaper. Is that in any way attainable other than with the machine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yes. Would that be worth it? Hard to say. How much Greckles do you drop? 42. Is this adjusted for my rep, or is that just what it always is? I'm going to assume that's adjusted. That's 14. It would normally be 10, I'm guessing. Okay, that's fine. You are in my way. Right, so I do want the shield, certainly. Alright, so what are your stats? 500 health, 500 attack. Oof, that shield's not going to help much against that. 40 defense. I think I'm mostly going to be taking that damage, possibly minus the 483 if I can get my attack up a bit. I mean, the shield would be nice for generally collecting things. I have to spend some sort of key on it. I have to go this way anyway, so I would prefer that key to be the yellow one. Okay, this is brained. I think I would well, okay, so what is available in terms of green keys? Also, there's a shield gem here, which I may want nowish. I have to go that way anyway. I'm not getting 13 more attack. That's also a spider. So the only conceivable reason not to go that way now is if I want these first. Or, technically, if I would choose to go through this door, which I will not. Okay. Could I get... Well, let's see. How many times does a spider hit me? 7! Okay, so defense is pretty valuable for that. Yeah, okay. Am I saying I don't wish to open this door? I don't... yes, I probably am saying that. Yeah. Because this more or less pays for itself, and I don't want to deal with shovels and... Okay, so... Alright, now, what I want to know. Where are keys? Here's a green one. 2 Wraithwings in the way. Perfectly acceptable. If I want to collect up all of this stuff... Did I make a save? I did make a save. I called it Bomb Exploded. There is a yellow key in 2S5W. There are 2 yellow keys in 1S4W. And a blue. I'm fairly unconcerned with that blue key right now. I don't expect to spend it on this floor. Yellow key for 3 shovels in 1S3W. Are there any greens? Like, at all? Other than in easy mode? There are no green keys. I spent them all. Possibly, like, all one of them. So with no green keys. Plenty of yellows possible. Roaches hit me through 3 times. If I make these the last 3 attack that I get, the roaches will be cheaper by 79 each. So I may do that. Would anything improve this? 3 hits plus 4, yes, okay. So if this is the second last one, then my 1 solitary Wraithwing fight improves by 108. So then I would want these 2. Rebel Golem improves with 14, which isn't happening. Hits me 3 times. Yeah, I'm mostly just taking this damage. I think the order I would want is roughly get Yellow Key, claim these. Fight Spider, fight Golem, claim these. Oh, there is a green key. There it is. What did I want a green key for? Could this be worth it? It could. So an unbrained Wraithwing, like, hits me for 324, but I can just not do the fights if I go through here. And that cheapens the Golem all the way down to reasonable levels. Yeah, kind of leaning toward opening this door. If instead I bought some shovels, like a lot of shovels... Here's that green door I opened. Was that a good idea? For the early sword, yes. Here's a green key, it doesn't cost too much, but I could dig to it. I could dig to that. Yeah, green key might be better spent on shovels. Oh, and there's one more attack here. Not extremely relevant, but it is there. Okay, so my plan was get yellow key. Which one? Alright, so pick a yellow key target. This costs Wraithwing and Roach, this costs Wraithwing Spider and Roach, comes with an attack that is not part of my budget, so I'm going to ignore it. Brained Wraithwing for those. Hui. This isn't too bad right now. Am I thinking I'm leaving this room brained? Not with you there. Now that I see that this exists... Yeah, I don't like that 223 tax or the 892 fight. No, this is worth getting into. So that means I want these shovels. That means that's where my one green key is going. That means I'm opening this door. Okay, well I prefer that anyway. Alright, so I want the green key to get the shovels, to get... Wait, I didn't notice this. Hello, 10 shovels for yellow. Okay, so if that's there... Yellow keys are reasonably... I wouldn't say plentiful, but they're around. There's a few. Okay, so 1, 2. Yeah, I know there's a horn there. I'll get it eventually. Probably after the shield. 3. 4, 5, but I want this open first and those fights done. And really I want the shield before this. I think I want to ignore this room for now. That is not my way. You're all brained. Do I expect to open this and fight that brain? No. I expect to ignore this key for now, never fight this brain, take out these roaches after I've gotten 7 other attack and some defense. Okay, so here's a trade for some health, noted. So yeah, my first target remains. Open this door, collect these gems. That just does most of the things that I want it to do. I don't know about this green key yet. Maybe I'm not opening either green door that I looked at. For the moment, I want 1 yellow key. What is the cheapest yellow key that I can reach? $6.99. It is not that one. Lots. It is not that one. Could be this one. 324 for a single. And I can just get there. If I don't already have one, then I can't dig to this one. So that's a, like, partial refund for getting these shovels. I think I'm taking those shovels, but I'm not sure yet. That's a little bit farther in the future than I'm currently considering. Okay, so the answer is I want this yellow key right now. Okay. It costs a bit, but gotta spend to get anywhere. Yep, it is your time. Next, I use that key to get... Is that true? Do I use it to get shovels? Because then I could do digging things and also get this key to continue with my plan here. So now I have to look at what I want to dig. Because I do want to dig some things. This isn't a terrible target, but it's not great. I'd rather just wait on that key generally. This is not the worst, honestly. I think I'd be better off yellow keying this door, killing the brain, and going in this way. Yes, that is almost definitely what I would prefer to do. Use the key, but that's probably okay. However, in this room I think I'm going the violence route. I'm gonna need a bunch of health for this, but I think I can get it. Especially if I have some shovels to spend. Like, I need shovels to spend, I think these are the ones. So I'm gonna make a quick save. Open that, get this, and the very next thing I want to do is use that to get a partial refund with this key. Okay. I spend that on defense here, not here, wherever that is. Oh, this requires digging I didn't realize until now. Would I prefer to go this route? I don't think so. I mean, I'm going in here anyway. If I had 2 more defense, it would make relatively little difference. It would make some, though. Okay, would spending 2 shovels remove my ability to do things I want to do? I think so, because aren't there 2, like, medium dirt spaces I want to dig up? Which ones are those? These? Yes. Yes, I definitely want to open those. So that's telling me I'm not okay with spending 2 shovels right now. However, this can wait, but it might be better if it doesn't. Okay, I think I'm digging these soon. So that means I'm going this way. Would a little bit of attack help? Would a little bit of attack have helped with you? Now that I can get it, and also the answer is no. What about you? Yes. 108. But that does not fit into my route. So I'm simply going to take full damage from you, and the other Wraithwing I will not, because I gotta fight a Wraithwing for attack either way. So, that's the route. That opens this, I open that with a key. Take these, and things are a little bit better. And I have a reasonably easy way to get in here for that 800 when I want it. You will not get better anytime soon. Wraithwings just did. I need to cash in some health. But not before I improve roaches? Maybe before I improve roaches. Let's see if I'm at 232. I have some shovels, but they're not going toward health. Where's that health coming from? Do I fight this Wraithwing now? Definitely. Okay. That's feeling better. So now roaches are cheaper. I'm never debraining this room, so we're going to take this now. And I have the attack I wanted. Flippers or grappling hook could have gotten that for me easier, but I have neither. Okay. So 7 shovels remain. Do I go for any of these now? Like, this comes with some nice health and stuff. And keys that I will need. Like, I require... I was opening this door, because that just makes sense to me. And there's another one by the shield that I'm opening, so yes. Now would be the time to deal with you. It costs a lot, but I gotta do it. I'm gonna take this health. I want these keys. I will want that health when health is necessary. That's pretty good. That's 200 for a single spider fight. Yeah, that's where the good health is. Alright, this spider's gotta be killed. Is there not another +3 that I'm getting? Did I already sweep it all up? I think I did, actually. There's a +1, but not 3 more. So no, spider's as good as it'll get. Open, fight, kill this. There we go. Yeah, no, why would I go around this way if the defense is available there? So, if I'm fighting here... Yeah, this is not improving. That means I just need that much health. So, now I fight that spider up north. That's you. And you give me so much health. Okay, so I'll leave that alone for now, but I'll probably cash it in before the boss. And I have a shield. Okay, so Golem is looking like that. 4 is impossible without the machine, and I can almost just do this now. So now that I have the shield, I may be ready to consider horns. There's the one guarded by a golem over here. I think now's about the right time for that. Is it, though? Is it really? Well, nothing would particularly get better after the boss other than my health. And I mean, that boss is not worth, like, an especially large number of Greckles. Oh, this would be nice to have, but I don't have the shovels for it. Over here is some stuff. Some stuff I'm not going for right now. Just to check, yeah, no close thresholds or anything. So 1872, let's just get that much health, which I can do. I have places. There's the golem over here. I think there are others. These roaches. Okay, so I'm ready for boss. Let's do it. Oh, but after this golem will I be? Yes, but not the brain. The brain will kill me. Alright, let's get some more health. Just a little bit more. One of those cases where if I'd had just a little bit more defense for a couple of earlier fights, I wouldn't have to go and scrounge up something somewhere. Because I'm like real close to what I need. Ah, that spider. That's the place. You went down to 70. Wait, when did that happen? When I got the shield. Okay. Now I'm ready.
It seems even a bridge collapsing around you isn't enough to get you to stop following me.
On the contrary, keeping stock of everything has never been more necessary. I'm still happy to give you a score. I have set up a little strip in front of the staircases. When you step on that, I'll give you a score. If you are particularly resourceful, you may figure out ways to reach the staircases without stepping on the strips. If you do that, I'm not going to hang around to give you that score anymore. There's too much work to be done. I can't wait around for you to return.
Why can't you have some work to do someplace far away from here?
Alright, so what you're saying is, this is the score point for the end of level. If you find a pickaxe accessory somewhere and break this wall and step around it, you can avoid the score point, but you can't come back for it later. You just won't get it at all. Alright, well I'll take this. Secured rubble. 68%. That's fine. For where I am and what I'm doing, that's perfectly acceptable. Or rather, there isn't a number that wouldn't be. Okay, catacombs. There's another weapon here. It's a staff, which is better than a wooden blade, I'm pretty sure. That'll be 20 or 30 more attack. That's easy mode. Oh, that's interesting. The stairs room didn't show as explored when I first stepped into it. This was unexplored until I went to this room. Then they both explored at once. Huh. Easy mode gives those things. Just curious what it gives. No.
You there. Mind opening this door for me?
Sorry, I'm on my lunch break.
The pressure plate is right there.
Regulations stipulate that lunch breaks must be properly adhered to.
Bah.
What's this guy's name again? 3487th Bureaucrat. Okay. Didn't realize he'd be such a recurring character, but he is my, well, Tendry's rival throughout this whole thing. Mist Vent, I see. Multiplier is ×2, that's a grave man. I guess I don't really have to... Oh, catacombs, I see. Right, yes, we are in a grave, a burial site of sorts. Is that a persistent citizen movement token? I'm assuming it's an accessory. I think it's something I've never encountered before. Fire traps are back. Use a green key to avoid them. The machine is here. So that's just taking the place of all the shops. Here's the boss. It's a pirate. 668 times 10. There is another shield here. It's the bronze one. What's the route to that? There's a second boss. Okay, I could go behind it using 2 keys. 2 expensive keys. And get around to where the shield is. Oh boy. Alright. Anyway, that's the way I'm eventually going. By passage to the machine, and you just get a shortcut to there. What would be my first goal in this level if I had one? I want to know what this is. So I think that's what it would be. Okay, so I'm happy with how everything went prior to this, at least as happy as I have the means to know how to be right now. No particularly easy early treasure here that I'm seeing. Some shovels, so I do have that option once again. So if I don't want my defense to be disabled, I would want to do you second at the latest. So this first, this second, that third, that fourth, maybe? Depending. Is there anything that needs an odd number more attack? Because yes, there are. Everybody in this room, actually. Because there's 1 attack left on the previous level. I may well want to use this machine, so if I wanted to go there... I have 902 Greckles, that's a bunch. I think it's reasonably likely that it is a mistake to save all my Greckles for later machines than the first. I probably wanted to use that one at least a little bit. What did it cost? So 902 is where my Greckles were, without doing any additional cleanup here. This machine costs...
Welcome to Diener.
100. For... Let's just find out. So if I bought defense...
Have a nice day. Welcome to Diener.
Now 200. Still 8 defense, but the HP went up?
Defense. Welcome to Diener.
600! No, the HP is the same.
Defense boosted. Have a nice day.
So I could do that 3 times here. Get 24 defense for all of my Greckles. Yeah, that seems pretty bad. I really would prefer to avoid using that machine. Okay, well let's look at what it would mean to make progress here. Toward what? There are lots of possible goals. I have just the one shovel. So this, all the rooms have different light levels. Has to take a moment to readjust when I enter each one. So kill a golem for 2 shovels. Sorry, 4 shovels each. 2 shovels of 2. This is a place I want to be. That's a hefty cost of entry. 1,000? Well, that's worth a yellow key then. Or a green one. This hallway is way too much for me. How many times are those hitting me? 9? Okay, so the ghoul goblins. I could get through you in as few as 2 hits. There are 2 different ways to do that I can see. You will hit me more times. And you will hit me too. Yeah, I do not want to walk this hallway. No, no, no. Which would imply gathering a green key. I'd like to know what this is. Can I muscle my way in there now to find out? There is a green key here, but that doesn't help me. Also, I just spotted this. That exists. 6 attack for a puff. A powder keg. If I had a staff, I could stick it on your sword. Okay. So the staff is way up here. What if that were my goal instead of what I'm doing? Well, I got some Wraithwings to go through. There is a mist vent. Ghoul Goblins are real expensive. You have a lot of defense, that's the issue. What looks to me like a preferable route to going through here, even if I had the shovels for it, is opening this and going this way. It pays me back the key. Ooh, nice stuff here. So I'd need a yellow key, and those are reasonably available. Blue? Mandatory blue? Maybe not. There's a way around. I mean, as far as I know, I'm not on a blue key challenge right now, so I can spend the one that's available. And it's reasonably easy to get. Skeleton key. I see. Okay, have I looked at every room? No, not this one. Okay, of these goals, it's not super clear which one I'm going toward first. I guess the accessory is closest, if I wanted to go there. If I'm deciding I don't want to do the hallway of pain, and indeed I would prefer not to. Well, now, hold on a second. A green key spent in the prior level. 2, 3, 5, 6. And 6 shovels. Gets me through here in a fairly reasonable way. This will probably open that door. And like, each individual hit is only a little over 100, which isn't the worst thing in the world. So the question is, where would the green and yellow key come from? I would need one of each, and they would be available again here. Eesh. Ooh. Oh. Eh. How much defense do those have? Actually soulless. What? The other soulless are fake. These are the real ones. $350 attack. 75 defense. So missed and 10 more attack would mean they would only hit me 3 times total, counting the initial sword hit. I don't know what this is. I don't know how to value it because I don't know what it does. Actually, did this exist in RPG 1? I think this might be a one-time pass-through wall. Like if I faced east here and used it, it would just zip me through that even if the door is closed. But it's not a pickaxe, it doesn't destroy the wall. Yeah, okay, this is coming back to me now. I think that's what this does. So one time pass through a wall in one direction. Or an expensive door, for example, I could do. Like, I could skip through here. Oh, that's interesting. How much would that gain me? Not access to the machine from the back, not access to... Actually nothing other than the next level. I could skip to this score point and that's all. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I don't even know where to start on decisions I need to make. But somehow I've blundered my way into this level. I'm here now, for whatever that's worth. Next time I'll keep blundering vaguely in the direction of something.